Hello and welcome to Pitt Resource Connection. We're now going to be talking with Kelly Gettle, right? She is an intern with the Eastern North Carolina Stop Human Trafficking Now. That must be an interesting internship.
It is. It's very interesting.
How did you pick them to be intern with?
Well, I personally did not pick them. The way social work program at ECU works is that we tell them what type of social work that we're interested in, and based on our top 3 choices, they put us there. And so my field instructor, Miss Janine Jason Gay, found Miss Pam Strickland with ENC, and she thought it was a perfect fit. So
Did you have an interest in human trafficking?
Not necessarily human trafficking. Like, I've been aware of it and I know that it's an issue, but I'm more into the community outreach and educating the community kind of side of social work.
I gotcha. So that it would be a really good fit for you,
Yes.
because they don't do direct services.
Exactly.
All right. So Stop Human Trafficking Now started in when?
2010.
Okay, so it's been around for about almost 8 years
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
And you started this semester, so you are an intern with the program.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What does this organization do for our community?
Well, we do trainings. So right now, excuse me, we're doing hotel training, excuse me. So we go to hotels and we train the staff to recognize human trafficking in the hotel industry. We also use it for nurses, school counselors, social workers, civic groups, church groups, just trainings to be able to educate the community. We have resources, so we're able to, if anybody or somebody they know has been trafficked, we have resources that we can connect them with. We also have a coalition here that Miss Pam Strickland started, the Pitt County Coalition Against Human Trafficking. So that's when the local nonprofits and agencies in North Carolina and Pitt County specifically just come together once a month and meet and talk about what we're doing to stop human trafficking in Pitt County.
So do you have to be an agency to be a part of the coalition?
You don't. Anybody in the community is welcome. So if you have a need or you want to volunteer, anybody can come. It's at the Shepherd Memorial Library, and we meet every 3rd Thursday of the month.
Okay. And so at what time do you meet?
Typically 10,
Okay.
and then it lasts about an hour or so.
Okay. So what do you all talk about? I mean, do you have a different topic each month, or do you educate each other about the services that you all provide, or?
We educate what every agency is doing the past month, what they've done to help, abolish it, or if we have any more victims that somebody's helping with. But basically just educate on meetings and just what's going on in Pitt County.
Okay, maybe not, I guess, if new laws come about,
Yes.
or changes in laws. Okay. So what are you working on specifically there?
Me specifically, like I mentioned before, I am working on what we call the hotel project. So I've been in contact with Greenville hotels, Goldsboro hotels, and I call them, the general managers, and ask if they and their staff have been trained to recognize human trafficking in the hotel industry. And if they have not, then I tell them about our organization and I let them know that we offer a free training, and it's very short. And afterwards, they'll be able to recognize red flags, and they get a certificate for participating that they can hang in the lobby to let their guests know that they've been trained to do this.
So what are some of those red flags?
Being with an older adult who doesn't really seem to be related to them, so not a relative. Somebody speaks for them, they don't really, somebody else answers the questions for them. Malnourished, won't look you in the eye, stuff like that.
Okay. So is this predominantly in human trafficking in our area, of prostitution?
Yes and no. I would say a little bit, because they get, what's the word I'm looking for? Talked into doing this, and then, they say that they're going to help them out and all this stuff, but really they just want to prostitute them for money, so.
So I think prostitution and labor are probably the 2 biggest that we
Correct.
have. Because we have a lot of rural area
Yes,
around these
we do.
bars. That's right. All right. And so how are the hotels reacting to this? Are they very positive?
Most of them are doing very well. We did a training last week at Quality Inn, They were very responsive, and they were very lovely people. And we have one this upcoming weekend at Baymont Hotel. Gonna clarify to make sure that date's still on. And then next week we're doing Candlewood Hotel. So
you're pounding it out,
yes.
aren't you, girl?
So they've been very responsive, so it's exciting.
How long is the training?
Just 2 hours. It seems a little long, but we do breaks in between, and we try to make the presentation as interactive as possible, so not everybody's just sitting there staring.
Listening to a lecture.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that sounds like it would be interesting. Do you take this to anybody that wants to understand human trafficking more?
When we do speaking events in like go to churches or stuff, we say that we are able to go to anywhere. We go to you, so church groups, civics groups, nurses, social workers, anybody that wants to be trained will train.
All right. And so what's the most interesting thing you've done thus far working with Eastern North Carolina Stop Human Trafficking Now?
I think the most interesting thing that I've encountered was I hung out with a human trafficking victim. Her name is Anna. She met Miss Pam through a training, and she realized that she had gone through human trafficking, so she connected with Miss Pam Strickland and got resources and all that stuff. And she's just, human trafficking is real, and you know that it's happening, but when you put like a face to it, it kind of like sets it in like it really is real. And so seeing Anna and hearing what she's gone through, it was just like kind of a surreal moment, because such a sweet girl has gone through such a terrible thing, and it's just crazy.
Very sad, yeah. But she's bounced back from all that?
Yes, she is in school at Pitt Community getting her degree, I believe, history education she wants to do.
Okay.
So, yes, and she's living with her 2 kids right now.
All right.
So, yeah.
So what do you think about the Pitt Resource Connection? I saw you at the meeting this month.
Yes, I thought that was really interesting. I actually saw a few of my classmates there.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I talked to Miss Pam Strickland. I asked her how many people normally attend this, and she said it really just varies. But the amount of people that came, I was just so blown away about the amount of agencies and people doing stuff for the better of Pitt County and surrounding counties.
I think we had 48 people there.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was
and
a lot.
I would not even imagine we have that many resources in Pitt County.
And we have even more than that,
Exactly.
And that's the whole purpose behind this show and the meetings that we have, is that each of us working in the field understands the resources that are out there. And if we don't know them, then we have a think tank to go to.
Exactly.
Because everybody has their expertise. Nobody knows everything. And so it becomes very interesting to have us all come together and work for the betterment of Pitt County.
Exactly.
All right. Well, great. Well, we appreciate what Eastern North Carolina Stop Human Trafficking Now. That's a long name for an organization. If people want to get in touch with you, your email address is up there.
Yes.
You have a website.
We have a website. We have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook page for ENC Stop Human Trafficking Now, and we also have a Facebook page for the Pitt County Coalition Against Human Trafficking. If you just type it in the search bar, it should come up.
Terrific. Well, thank you, Kelly. We appreciate you coming, and good luck with your future and your education. And come back to PRC next month if you'd like. And so we appreciate all that your organization does for our citizens and those that are in need of your support. And we want to thank you all for watching the Pitt Resource Connection.